Hello everyone, welcome. One of the ways that companies can stay ahead is to be able to see not just what technologies are being used today, but what technology is coming down the road, say in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 or even 30 years point of view. So to really have a competitive advantage, you have to succeed today, but also look at the future. And one of the things I was saying is that there's a lot of change and there's a lot of innovation that's happening. And some of you might have heard of the term dark power, some might not have, but in this video I'm going to be breaking it down. What exactly is dark power and why should you care? So dark power is a concept. I think the company that came up with it is Accenture. This is their 2019 vision of what the future would look like and what technologies would win and what technologies might fail. So as a technology professional, these are the things that you definitely want to pay attention to if you haven't already been paying attention to, because this is what will impact what technologies succeed and how companies of the future would be solving their business problems. So we're going to dive into it and explain. This will be a very quick video, what dark power is and why exactly you should care. So the very first one, the D. The D for dark power stands for distributed ledger. So it stands for or blockchain. So it stands for distributed ledger technology or blockchain. In late 2017, early 2018, there was a huge craze around blockchain, more specifically Bitcoin and all the coins that have, come around, and some have gone up and some have gone down. But blockchain or distributed ledger technology is more than just the coin part of it. This is a technology that brings trust into how companies transact, into the financial systems, and there is a lot of promise around this from a security perspective. So according to this, dark technology, distributed ledger technology is something that you should definitely be paying attention to. It doesn't mean you need to believe in Bitcoin. It doesn't mean you need to believe in Ethereum. It simply means that this technology is something that holds a lot of promise from a trust perspective, financial perspective, the way companies can transact with one another. Definitely something worth paying attention to. The next piece of the dark power stands for A, and A in dark power stands for artificial intelligence, in bracket AI. So AI is something that has really taken companies by storm. We see Google, Facebook, Amazon, Uber, everybody's investing in artificial intelligence. They're hiring a lot of talent to come into this space, and this is something that into the future is only going to grow and to boom. So AI is definitely something that you definitely want to pay attention to. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. I know when people think about AI, they think about humanoid robots and robots or killer robots, but that's not what AI is about. AI is about interacting. If you've used something like Siri, or you've used Amazon Echo, or driving Tesla, self-driving cars, those are all powered by artificial intelligence. So a lot of advances are being made in this space, and it's definitely something you want to pay attention to. The next piece of dark power, which is R, stands for, this one is a little bit different. So it stands for extended reality, or some will call it AR, augmented reality. So it's about how do we take human capacity and extend it with technology, bringing more immersive types of experience. You go into the movie or into a movie and you're watching a movie, you have goggles on and you're immersed into that experience. You're actually interacting with the movie characters, so the fictional characters. These are all extended realities, extending our capabilities. Or you're driving a car and your car can tell you what the weather is and really extend the computational aspects of reality to bring that into our physical reality. So extended reality, it's really something that into the future is promising to be a very, very growing and burgeoning field to definitely pay attention to. Now, Last but not least stands for Q, and the Q in DARQ power stands for quantum computing, or QR. So the Q in DARQ power stands for quantum computing. Quantum computing is one of those things that is still a lot of people consider that just research, just academic research in a lot of research laboratories, because we haven't seen a lot of day-to-day applications for this, just because of certain technological limitations. But believe it or not, it's coming. And what quantum computing allows us to do is to drastically change the way computation is done. Right now, computation is a lot very sequential, and bit by bit you're processing something. What quantum computing is seeking to do is to take advantage of the quantum state of superpositions, of you being able to do two things at the same time, and drastically speed up the way computation is done. So this is a field to definitely pay attention to as into the future advances and the research that is being done in this field starts coming to market. Business ideas, business models, and some of the way we know of security might all be turned upside down because of quantum computing. So if you haven't been paying attention to this, this is something that you definitely want to put on your radar or start paying attention to. So guys, I hope this gives you a very good idea of what DARQ power is about. It's about distributed ledger, which is blockchain, artificial intelligence, extended reality or augmented reality, and quantum computing. A lot of businesses are paying attention to this, and as this comes into the industry, guess what? They would need to hire people with skills in this area. And as you're thinking about building and evolving your career, you should be thinking about making sure you're not either left aside or left behind being made in this area. So guys, there you have it, the 4 pieces of DARQ power. The first one being distributed ledger, the second one being artificial intelligence, the third being extended reality, and then of course at the bottom there we have quantum computing. So what paying attention to as you look at evolving your career and understanding the technologies that would win into the future. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please go down in the comment below and leave them, and I'll be sure to respond to those. Thanks.